Okay, well, better late than never. Here we are. Oh my gosh, so I've been moving, went through a little breakup and moved down. Well, my next move is a couple months in San Diego. So here I am, happy to be with Simone.
Yay.
Hey, so we're here live and doing this together, which is really fun. And we're here, in case you're wondering what we're doing, it's time for the April Cosmic Download. We're going to give you all the news that you need to know about the energy that's happening this month to help you really thrive this month and avoid the pitfalls that might be coming. So,
yes, and you may have noticed we are just a tad late with our April forecast this time, but it really fits with the theme of what's going on right now, which includes retrograde Mercury, which can certainly throw a monkey wrench into things. And this particular retrograde has been interacting with the Mars-Saturn conjunction, which was exact on Monday. And
that makes my head hurt. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, well, it has been rather trying. The word for the week, at least, is tenacity. Stick it out, get it together, do whatever it takes, which in some cases includes just letting something go for a while. And if you've hit a wall and you can't go any further, but it's all about patience. It's about the long view, taking the long haul rather than trying to accomplish something quickly and instantly and, that kind of thing.
Okay, well, this is like backwards day. I'm Anna Francesca Celestino.
Oh, we didn't introduce ourselves.
We didn't. I'm Anna Francesca Celestino. I'm an intuitive, and I do this monthly reading. I have my own, and love to do this with Simone. And
I'm Simone Butler, and I have my own astrology practice at astroalchemy.com.
All right. So, all right. I feel like we're backing into this month. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about what I got. The first image that I got when I tapped into the energy for this month, of course, it's sort of like April showers. It seems like every year the same image comes up for me, but I guess that's just partially what goes along with this time of year. But for me, it was this sense of things being washed clean, things being made new, and getting ready to move forward in a new way for ourselves, which I love. And then I looked at the numerology of the month. We're in a 4-month, which is April. We're in an 11-year, 2018. And it's very much about creating a new foundation through the mastery that you have, creating a masterful new foundation. So this isn't just any old, let's, change our lives or make something new. This is about taking everything that we've done before and really building a foundation for ourselves that's new, that's really new, paradigm shift new to go forward. So,
well, building the foundation is definitely Mars, Saturn. Mars and Saturn have just joined in Capricorn, which is of all the signs most about building your foundation and your platform and getting grounded. So the whole first half of the month is definitely colored by that. And then the second half of the month, once our friend Mercury finally gets out of retrograde on the 15th, and then the new moon happens on the 16th, boom, that's like all systems are go. It's an Aries new moon conjunct Uranus, which is all about that which is exciting and transformational. And so that's when the speed finally picks up and you're going to get that traction that at this moment may be rather hard to find.
So, Simone, I know we were chatting a little bit before and it seemed like we were at odds about a couple things, but I think there's something here. You were talking about this getting propelled forward. And I think that that's absolutely true. And the piece that I would add to that is something about balance here this month. There's something about finding that center line to go down when you're being projected forward, to stay in the middle, stay in your center. I in my report, I wrote about this being a Goldilocks moment. Not too fast, not too slow, not too hard, not too soft. Just finding that sweet spot right in the middle. And maybe that's the thing, if we're being projected forward, we want to be right in the middle so that we're projected in a straight line and not shot off in some odd direction that we don't want to go in. So being really clear about what you want, being clear in yourself. I don't think it even matters if you know exactly what you want. Just find a clear space for yourself. I looked at there's a piece in here about doing some shadow work, things that aren't being said. This is my thing to do for this month. You take a look at what aren't you saying? What haven't you done? Who aren't you being honest with? Really clear the decks. This is like I think it's, as we're talking, I'm really getting this image of clearing the way so that you are in a really clear space for wherever you're going to be shot into.
Yeah, and getting grounded so that you do have that equilibrium. So you're ready when the middle of the month comes and that exciting, propelling energy can take you in a new direction, but from a place in which you've already set yourself on a platform that you feel good about. So we were earlier talking about in our own lives the things we've been doing to clear away what's not working and to get super focused on exactly what needs to happen next. And that's basically where we're at right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So weeding out what needs to go so that when things start getting watered with that spring shower, you're only growing what you want to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, there's a piece in there for me too about rest and pacing yourself. I don't know why, but balance to me was just a big, big theme this month. Really taking care of yourself, not overdoing. And by the same token, if you've been sitting on the couch too much doing nothing, then get off the couch and get some activity. It's finding that place in yourself that feels healthy and balanced, centered, and that's where your joy is going to be as well.
Mm-hmm.
We want to hit that sweet spot.
Yeah.
So, did you have something for us to do this month?
Oh gosh. Well, file your taxes if you haven't already done so. Do it between now and the 15th, obviously. But the retrograde Mercury can really kick your butt if you don't do it.
So when's the Mercury retrograde?
It goes direct on the 15th.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
And then the new moon's the day after. So we're finishing up the past between now and then. It's super important. If you've had, whether it's taxes or if you have a bunch of clutter in your house that you have to get rid of, this is a perfect time for a yard sale. I'm going to a community-wide yard sale this Saturday, and Venus will be trying Saturn that day. Venus rules goods, and Saturn is all about, creating your foundation and letting go of what you don't need. And yeah, maybe I'll bring home a few little vintage treasures. I always do. But it's also a way to connect with your friends and your community. And so this weekend is super good for that.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And then what else? I wrote down something else that we could do. Oh, just create a long-term plan and stick to it as much as possible. You may get blown off course with this crazy Uranus energy that's coming in with the new moon mid-month, but basically you want to keep the long view in mind. It's super important. That's what Saturn wants for us. And Uranus is about to leave Aries. This is maybe a topic for another, day, because Uranus has been for 7 years in the same sign of Aries. And so this new moon will be accentuating lessons and things that we've been working on for 7 years. And we'll be preparing to kind of move in a new direction. And that's pretty major. So really, this new moon is for setting something new in motion.
Speaking of that.
Yes.
Are you setting something new in motion?
It just so happens that I am. Which I was working on under the Mars-Saturn conjunction and retrograde Mercury, and it just was not quite coming together. But there's a learning curve for everything, and we have to be patient. I have been wanting to have a weekly show, showing you like how to stand in your power for the week. And in fact, I'm calling it the Weekly Power Guide. And it will indeed be launching the first week of the new moon week of the 16th. And it's going to be free at first. It'll be about a 20-minute weekly, like a podcast. And you will have all the tools and the info that you need in hopefully an entertaining way that you can make the most of the week ahead. And so I will be offering that for free for a month, and then it will be $7.99 a month
by subscription.
Subscription or about $2 an episode. But hopefully I'll get you hooked after a month, and you won't be able to live without it.
Hey, $8 is not a lot of money to spend to avoid, like I was talking about, avoiding the pitfalls and really making the most of the energy for the month. That's pretty cheap counseling. So I think that's a pretty good deal. So I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about that. And I just want to add, I am in San Diego for at least another couple months. So if anybody's been thinking about doing a private session with me, there's my breakthrough session. That's really great to do in person. We'll look at patterns that are keeping you stuck and help you to identify where those patterns started, whether it's present life, past life. And then we really get in there, do some healing work, change what's going on, change the wiring so that you're really liberated from that old pattern. And we can do that in an hour. So I really invite you, if you're interested in doing a private session with me and you live in San Diego, now's the time. So let's do that. Let's get some movement, get some old stuff cleared out of the way. This is a good month for that.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I want to mention real quick is, I have my 90-day coaching program called the Shift System. And at the end of the 90 days, we do a graduation program, and we always try to offer some kind of a special workshop or something. I'm so excited about our topic. It's just really been up for me, and it's about edge. Okay, so it's the edge of your comfort zone. It's that place where we get up to and stop and turn around and go back. And most of the time, we don't even realize that we've hit that edge. So we're going to talk all about edge, and we're going to talk about how to identify it, what happens when you get there, how to calm yourself down so you can recognize I'm at that edge. Here's all the old emotional stuff that's coming up, how to work with that old emotional stuff quickly and easily so that then you can just keep on going through. So I'm really jazzed about this. This is one of my favorite topics.
Yay.
So that's Thursday, April 26th. And you can get more information about that on my website at annacelestino.com.
Boy, that sounds super relevant.
Yeah, I think so. It's very helpful. It's going to be helpful for movement. Yeah. So anything else? We got a lot of stuff going on in our lives. We're happy to share that with you.
Oh, no, I think we've done the deed here today.
Okay. Sorry we're late, but again, lots of stuff happening, and we're excited with where we're at, and we're happy to be with you. So we look forward to seeing you again next month. Have a great month.
Bye.